let's move on to the next part, stupid strategies. You will see what I mean by clicking on the next slide. What are stupid strategies? That are strategies you will find very, very often on Google if you search for Instagram growth or how you are able to grow on Instagram, etc. And one very common strategy is the follow and unfollow strategy. Does it work? Do you really get followers? Definitely, you will get followers. But the problem is that you will gain followers you don't want to. So that means you will gain followers who are not engaging with your content, who are not interested in your content. So therefore you will get followers that are not worth or that are not useful for you. For example, very, very common things that you go on big accounts like Justin Bieber, Taylor Swift, Cristiano Ronaldo, etc. And then you follow the last accounts who followed Justin Bieber. And other people will also do the same, because you will see that if you do this, you follow, 50 accounts, and after, a few hours, let's say 20 other accounts will follow you. And after one day, you will unfollow them, and the problem is that the other people have the same strategy like you have. They will unfollow you as well. Maybe not all, but let's say 90%, or if it's just 50%, even worse, if they are unfollowing you, you do not really gain much more followers. But in total, you will gain followers, but the followers who are not unfollowing you just forgot it. So that's the reason they're not engaging with your content. And after a while, they have 2,500 followings. So they are following 2,500 different accounts that are not interested in. And therefore you will not have any engagement from those accounts. And therefore it will not help you, or it rather will block your growth on Instagram. Does not even stop helping you, it will even works against it. Then the next stupid strategy is that you just post, and really create a lot of content. Means quantity before quality. That shouldn't be the case. You will also learn in this course that you need to publish a lot, and you really need to create a lot of posts, but you need to keep a certain quality level. If you really decrease your quality level a lot, then just ask yourself the question, would I follow my account? Would I follow my account? Is it worthwhile? Is it interesting to read? Is it interesting to see the pictures? If you answer and say yes, then it's perfect. If you answer this question with no, then you definitely need to increase your quality level again. And therefore, quantity is important, but first look at the quality. It needs to have a certain quality level, and then you need to focus much more on quantity. Because trying to be perfect is a very, very stupid, let's say strategy, but a very common mistake. People are trying to create the best content they can, and then they are just publishing not enough content to grow their account. For example, if you would like to grow your account and you post, let's say, once per week, that's not very helpful. Let's say if you post 7 times per week, you still need to have a certain quality level, but not perfectly. That means if your quality is actually 100%, then try to reach 80 or 90% of your normal quality level, and that's fine as long as you are able to publish much more content. Because just imagine, does it really matter if the picture is a little bit lighter or a little bit has a little bit more saturation, etc.? It doesn't really matter, and therefore don't try to be perfect all the time. Also, don't just do shoutouts, because shoutouts are a very, very good way to gain more followers, because you can do a collaboration with someone and you can help each other by exchanging your followers somehow, and say, okay, check out this account because he's delivering awesome content or she's delivering awesome content. I highly recommend to do this, but don't do it too often. What I mean by that is you can do it maybe, a few times per week, but from my point of view, once per day is already too much. But it also depends somehow on your account. In the beginning, it might not be a big problem. Later on, I definitely wouldn't recommend this, but shoutouts are a good way, but just don't do it too often. And you also need to focus on that you don't just just do shoutouts. So you also need to create your own content and not just using shoutouts. Another very common thing you also see very often if you grow, that people are writing below your pictures, check out my account or check out my profile. And you see this comment say, I don't know, I'm not checking your account, I'm not checking your profile just because you write below my picture, my content. I don't know, why should I do this? Because there are people who are really asking all the time to grow their account, and that's not something how you deliver value. Rather, you can write something, I don't know, wow, I love your profile picture, I'm doing something very similar, let's connect each other. That's a complete other level. But if you just write something like, hey, check out my account, or if you would like to make $5,000, I will show you how you can do this by trading something, I don't know. That are really, really common, very common comments below your content, and you shouldn't be one of those guys who are writing those comments below a picture, because to be honest, I'm not checking any profile of those people who are writing, check out my account, my profile. I will never do this, and therefore don't be one of those guys, because that's just spam. Don't be a spam. Be a content creator, be valuable, and then you will grow automatically. So that's it about stupid strategies.